What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Best Family Homestead. And it is a beautiful, beautiful fall day. I'm struggling to get motivated to do anything. But got some stuff that needs to get done. I did finally go and get a battery for the lawnmower that I'm going to take up to Papa Hugh here in a week or so. And so we're going to see if I finally get that working and running, and then if I'm able to get that running, I'm going to be working not too much on the shop cleanup today, but I'm going to go over here and do some cleanup in the yard. Hopefully, what will be like the final front yard cleanup for everything. There's a couple reasons I'm switching gears just for a day. It's not going to be a big, massive, long-winded cleanup. But I want to get, where it's been grown up a little bit. I've been building the fence, get all this cleaned up. I'm going to finish the fence, and all the wood that's for the siding and all this extra stuff, I'm going to take over there and stage it. And it's warm right now, but I know there's going to be some more cold snaps coming. I mean, it's only for Georgia anyway. So before it gets to the point where it's cold, I want to go ahead and dig out these logs, the hardwood logs that were too small for the sawmill, and get them cut down over here close to the shop where I can bust them easy. And yeah, get the yard looking nice. So that's kind of the plan. Wrap up some final projects over here and do some beautification. But first, I'm gonna see if I can get that lawnmower going, just because I want to, and I need to get it, or I want to get it up to Papa Hugh. See what we can get done. All right, let's see what the power of a new battery will do. Well, it turned over. Let me make sure I still got plenty of, yeah, it's got gas. All right, starter fluid time. I haven't cranked it in a year. All right, so I got it to fire up a little bit, but the problem is it's either not getting fuel or the carburetor stopped up or something. So I'm gonna feed it a little bit of fuel and see if I can't get the to start flowing, and then we'll start checking the fuel filter and all that stuff. All right, one of the little sensor things somewhere is one of the little plugs that won't let me take my foot off the clutch is stuck. Probably thinks that the brake is on or something. I'll take a look at this real quick, see if I can figure it out. There we go. The deck needs adjusted. That's why I had to keep going over everything. The deck's way out of level or something. Probably you can fix it if you want to. The time it just took me to mow this, I probably could have had everything mowed, including the front with the orange tractor and the finish mower. But a lot of the stuff Papa Hugh has, even my little tractor and finish mower would not fit in those spaces and in between gates and whatnot, so that'll work. And it's running, and so good enough for now. All right, I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna figure out my plan for where I'm gonna put this stuff. So I'm trying to make actual real spots now for things, so I don't have to move it twice. And come over here and start getting a lot of this stuff moved out of the way, and the trailer, and get it put in its final spot until we use it all. All right, everybody, so time to get going back on cleaning this up, like I was saying, so I can get some wood split and all before we get our next cold snap. It's the next day. Yesterday I just was getting started over here after getting the lawnmower going, and some friends got up with me and basically made me get out of the house and go out for a little while last night, play cornhole and whatnot. So it was worth knocking off a little bit early. So I got a bunch of peppers, cold snap, almost got everything, but I've got a few more things. Got a few more ripe tomatoes and stuff, I think. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is move Robert's Jeep. We're gonna take it over to the old bird farm. He's still trying to sell it, but I'm gonna scoot it over in front of the homestead here and go get some signs on it. He decided he didn't want to worry about trying to get it fixed. We were going to fix the motor and stuff, but at this point he just decided that the damned old Jeep is a damned old Jeep, and he just doesn't want to mess with it anymore. So I'm going to get it over there and try and see if I can get enough road traffic, get it back up on Facebook and whatnot. And yeah, I got to get all this cleaned up so I can split some firewood. And I just kind of want the front yard being pretty. And I needed a break from sorting and organizing in the shop. And sorting and organizing in the shop, something I can do at night now. So yeah, well, let's get the Jeep moved. All right, got it started, got it moved. Just need to go get some shoe polish. Actually, not even kosher board, some shoe polish to put up on the windshield about it. And kind of a little bit of a pain to get started. It hadn't been started a long time, and because we're not exactly sure what's wrong with the motor, we didn't, I don't want to run it, except just enough to move it. So anyway, I got that done, and now I get started getting this mess cleaned up. And just honestly, I'm gonna try to get the rest of the fence done too, and the siding, most of this stuff moved, get it mowed and weed eated. I think by the end of the day, the front yard will actually look almost finished. I'd almost forgotten about this. This is that big pecan. Well, part of the stump. The really big main part of the stump, unfortunately, too much rot from just sitting under vines and stuff in the weather. And so my cross the street neighbor had a backhoe, and I wanted him to grab it, and I told him to go ahead. This one, I think you can see the diatomaceous earth. I don't see any. I'm sure there's some insect damage maybe down the bottom where the diatomaceous earth got wet, but you can see compared to a lot of the other stuff I've uncovered, we've seen there's a few bugs that's up under that bark. That's why it's good to take the bark off, but that's helped a whole lot on everything. I uncovered some of this to get these purlins. You can see the siding for, you can see all that diatomaceous earth I put in there. The siding's looking good. It's good and dried. So it'll be time to get started on that here very shortly. And I know I can't lift this with my tractor. Honestly, I guess I'm just gonna have to clear. I want to get it up out of the way, and I kind of don't want any more tarp. So I'll see if I can get a better camouflage tarp, and we'll clear a spot right here. See if I can push it and get it up on some up off the ground, because I would still like to try and cut that with a chainsaw mill if I can get a bar big enough. But I don't know. That might be a project that I just have to cut hopes on for a while, and that's okay because there's other big stumps. But I'll set it back out of the way. So yeah, I want to take, like, I might almost be able to get a lot of this that would have taken multiple trips without unpacking it, because now that this pine has dried so much, it's not going to be heavy. Hopefully I won't have to unstack all that, and then I'm just going to make a pile in the back. I'm going to go through all this and separate what's hardwood and pine, and that way I can, you know, leave the hardwood for the fireplace. I just have to cut it down to lengths, and then the pine I'll take to the back for somebody else to make a hugelkultur, or if I decide to make one more or something, make a hugelkultur bed. So that's kind of my plan, but we'll never get finished talking about it. Well, getting there. Nice to take a break from organizing. Definitely. Still got to finish, you know, cleaning up the wood line and rake. Obviously I can't mow with the mower, so I'll rake all the big stuff out of here, and I'll just leave the dirt and stuff in the woods and get the rest of the wood up. And yeah, not too much longer, another day or two of getting tired organizing and sorting, and I'll have it all back. But I want to clear it back to the cedar fence. You can see the cedar trees right there. That's where it needs to be cleared and all yard again. So I'm working on that. And I think that's actually a halfway decent place for the trailer. I didn't see the one little tree back there I bumped into, and I think I broke a taillight. Oops. But that's out of the way, and I can just put, well, not many people have those kind of hitches, put a lock on it, and then I'll just leave it right there. But remember I was saying I wasn't going to have anything to do with that big pecan log? Came up with something. It's not as cool as slabbing it and making a table, but it's going to be really cool. And it's actually something I'll be able to do here in the next couple, probably get around to it in the next couple weeks. Because it'll be something I can do. That's something I enjoy when I just need to get my head off of things. So stay tuned. Make sure and like, subscribe, and share, because you want to see what I turn that massive log into. I think it'll be something kind of special. So anyway, that's about it. And yep, it's coming along. I'll have it all nice and pretty and ready to go by summer when we go up to the mountain farm. All right, everybody, make sure and like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see y'all next time.